We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Matt Milano.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Josh Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and a yard. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. That's brought in right side by Pickens. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll take it on in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Bryan Anger. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
On 4th down, here's Matt Araiza to punt. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Diggs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Play action. It's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing right, it's taken in. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Throwing again, it's Allen. On first down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from getting.
He works free, right side. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Russ. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, here's Wilson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. That's taken in.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack. Third and long. Wilson to throw. Well, we tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Here's Chubb. Powering forward. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. And this one is blocked. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Diggs on the reception. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. This time they stay on the ground. He's to the 45. Nick Chubb. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up, 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. The offense comes out to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
But I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. They'll go play action here with Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Throwing is Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Allen going to give it to Cook. The ball comes out. And the defense has...
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamental.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, Cook. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. 2nd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey. Left hash, left hash.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Hey. Good, good.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work.
14,
They're going to get him down behind the line. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over.
That 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to Diggs.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover,
but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
36 power.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. And
boys up front in the trenches, they knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A pickup of 44 yards. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. On the ground, it's Chubb. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On play action, Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now Allen. He'll drop this underneath to Cook. Well, they'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Now Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hard. And he will go all the way. touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Now on 2nd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Cook. Second and goal. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. They'll take the snap and go down to a knee. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in by Chubb. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, They've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll come up now for second down.
14, front it. Gun.
On second down, Russ. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Throwing again. Wilson going for it all. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And for that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be third down.
Look for signals. Friday.
Again, Wilson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more.